Just before the video starts, I want to make a special thank you to everybody that's been supporting the project in Catanduanes. You guys know who you are. The support has been unreal, and we've been going back and forth with messages, transfers, and getting into the right hands. And there's some amazing stuff happening. Just check out Kula's videos or Facebook posts, and maybe share some of it on my Facebook as well. So yeah, I mean, amazing support, guys. You guys are unreal. Thank you so much. Welcome to paradise. In this video we're going to talk about the cost of living here in this beautiful area of the Philippines, in the central Visayas of Mobile, what I like to call a super duper paradise. What's the cost of living here, as well as some different aspects of life that cost me doing my job here, blogging and all that. Yeah, we'll count everything. But look at this, guys. This is freaking epic. I love this place. For my cost of living, I have to break it up into two sections. Here we have the two charts or pies. The first one features the essentials, food and accommodation. The second one features all of my daily expenses throughout the month, such as repairs, entertainment, and some paperwork. So let's go back to the apartment and talk about all the things that are going to be featured in the video. Made it back to our home, and there's two main differences between living in the city and the province, and that is it's of course so much more relaxed, chills, no stress, and of course the traffic and all that. So that's the main difference. And in price wise, you can find pretty similar prices in Mobile, which is a very popular tourist spot, but you can also find very affordable prices. Living in Cebu City is actually quite expensive compared to Philippine standards. Yeah, so we're renting out here for a little bit discount because of the COVID. Everything has dropped down. But if you want to live high standards or cheap or affordable, there are all options in the Philippines. So just bear that in mind. I guess a lot of questions about how much it costs to live there, what's my budget, etc. There is none. It's only up to you how much you spend, because we could have picked something that was 200 bucks a month, but we went with this one, which is 400. Much bigger, of course, but my point is you can go from any range of money or expenses and find whatever you want. So it's totally up to you what you're gonna be having your budget on.
Of course, being in a province, as what Finn said, it's more about relaxing and no traffic. And for the food, actually, it's gonna be amazing here, huh?
Yeah, you'll be surprised. You have a lot of good options here in Mobile. You can go from very basic calendera, which we do all the time. It's a super affordable, very delicious, but you gotta find your calendarias. I like to pick the ones that don't soak everything in oil.
It's an alegria, it's so far.
Yeah, that's the good one. But there's a bunch of one here. So that's the affordable one. However, you have all the restaurants that are, you know, Italian, Mexican, whatever you want to find. There is here in Mobile. So this is why I love Mobile so much. You have everything here. You got the scuba diving, free mountains, waterfalls. Everything is in here. The beaches, right?
Yes, of course, I agree.
Okay.
It's like a paradise. And if there's no such a pandemic, I think this place would be easy for you to go to Siquijor.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Darwin, you know.
I mean, that's the reason why I chose Cebu, because
South Cebu.
There's ferries from here to Negros, as well to Bohol. So there's a lot of options here, but unfortunately that's not open yet, of course.
Yep.
Everything is open here in Mobile. You can go to the waterfalls, the beach that I just went to. You need a ticket at the tourism office. So there are some steps you just have to follow, but it is open. So that's awesome. We're gonna go into all the costs and details, but I'll just lay it out quickly here. The grand total of what I'm paying per month for all the expenses here, it's $1,802 US, or about 87,000 pesos a month. That goes with all the repairs of my gadgets and miscellaneous stuff, such as supporting my local friends here as well when we go on trips and other things. Now, The second price that relates probably more to most of you guys, is about 45,000 pesos or 932 US dollars per month. That is the accommodation, rent, electricity, water, Wi-Fi, which is kind of free for us, and food. So all the basics that you need to be living here. And then you just add all the things that you wanna do as an extra. And obviously the biggest part is the rent. We pay 19,000 pesos or $380 per month for this apartment. Normally it would be 25,000, but it's the pandemic, so they lowered the price. 3,000 pesos for the electricity. It ranges between 2 and 3, which is about $40 to $60. And our Wi-Fi is free. And that's a very handy, and it's a good one.
And the water.
Decent one. And the water, yeah. And I say that because Wi-Fi is pain in the butt here in the Philippines. I've had such a bad experience with it, no matter which company I use. So I'm done playing, soft on them. I'm just gonna lay it out. They suck, and they have the worst customer service I've ever experienced, such as PLDT. We asked them to move our Wi-Fi, for example.
That was me before the pandemic happened. I even explained to them, oh, can you do this?
November last year.
Yeah, November last year. Oh my gosh, it's been a year.
Yeah.
And then, how come in this world there's no such thing, a PLDT there in the house?
Yeah, so they have it in the database to move it from pre place to the new one in Rockwell, and they never did it. So I said to them, I'm not gonna pay any bills, and they send me a bill every month, and I refuse to pay it because they haven't done their job. So they call me sometimes and like, hey, you haven't paid your bill, how's your internet? And I tell them the same story every time. You guys have not moved my internet, so I don't have any internet. And then they look into the database, they check it out, and they're like, oh yeah, we made a request in November last year.
Yes.
Like, okay, where are you guys? So having free Wi-Fi is a huge plus.
So true.
Although we do spend quite a bit on our data because we're on the road quite a bit, so we have to load up or top up, I would say about 3,000 pesos a month, or 60 bucks for that.
And I really like this place because big garage, playground for Jake, plants everywhere, and shout out to Ate Nining.
Yeah, it's a good location. We're in the heart of Mobile, so if you want to move here, Bastia is a good one. If you want to get a beachfront property, that is super hard to find and gonna be very expensive. For food, we do mostly groceries, about 9,000 a month, 180 bucks, and then we go out maybe once a week, which is about 700 for both of us. And that's about 2.8 thousand pesos for that. So food is very affordable, about a little bit over 200 bucks a month. And like we said, with the calendarias, if you eat there, it's super duper affordable. And then they have all the restaurants here. And for the transportation, one of the most important ones, I've only driven this car for about a year, and it's a 6,000 kilometers. So average the gas consumptions, which give me about 3,000 pesos a month. And then in insurance, almost 1,800 per month.
And also, 2 days ago, I went to Cebu City with Jake. So we went to the vet and we checked everything for him because he vomited in the car with a blood on it. So we just found out that he had something, and he's in undergo with a 1-month treatment, a medicine, and it cost 12,000 pesos.
Yeah. So our cost of taking care of Jake is quite a bit. This year we spent about 25,000 on medicine and medical care for Jake. But we finally diagnosed him and we found out the problem. He got some virus from ticks.
Yep.
That's why he got sick before, we believe. So the grand total for all the basic needs for us here in Cebu is 45,000 or 932 US dollars. Now we gotta go into the second part. If I wanna feature my cost of living, now you got the basic idea of the basic needs. But what if we go into all the other things that I have to pay doing this YouTube thing? Repairs.
That's what I said earlier.
It's huge. Repairs. I'm spending,
How much?
in the last 12 months, I spent $3,407 US on repairing my gadgets.
Cameras, new drone, crazy, and yeah, all of those. So when you're doing a vlogging, it's like a lot of effort for you.
Make sure you have enough budget to take care of your equipment. Car, 10K. New drone, 85,000. 2 drone batteries, 16K. Camera jack on this camera and the other one twice, 4K. Lens motor for this lens broke, 8K. My GoPro 7 leaked the other day. It's broken.
Say goodbye.
24K. Samsung, this one here, leaked as well. 16K, changed the motherboard. Laptop charger on my computer somehow broke. I don't know, maybe a lightning struck or something, or the power went out and my charger is broken. 4.5K. So grand total 167,000 pesos in the last 12 months for repairing my gadgets. And I average that out throughout the 12 months, and that's about $290 US per month in repairs of my gadgets.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for you, Finn.
Yeah.
Living here in the Philippines and living in Iceland, can you compare it?
Price wise?
Yes.
Well, I have the I always have this rule when I'm comparing things in price wise here and there. It's the 10 times 10 rule. And that basically means if you buy something here for 100 pesos, it probably goes for 1,000 pesos in Iceland. Now that is not true for everything. For example, in the city, we were doing Anytime Fitness gym, and that was 50 bucks a month per person.
And here in Malwa, here in South Cebu, we have a gym, only 400 pesos a month.
Yeah,
Wow.
so there are some certain things in the Philippines that cost as much as in the Western world. So again, it's only up to you how much you're gonna be spending in the total of your budget. So we choose here, of course, cheaper ones. It's good as the expensive ones or whatever. But that just goes to say that you will find prices that are similar back home, and then you also find the much more affordable. It's only up to you if you look around and open your eyes for it and search for it. So you can go both ways, but in general, I do the times 10 rule for price wise back home. And for the last part, other miscellaneous stuff, I do every month. I sponsor a child here in the Philippines. I sponsor a girl for her food and school supplies for Cure Foundation, so I'm always supporting them. I pay 20 bucks a month for that. Other stuff such as the COVID test we had to do, the free diving stuff with my friends, and then I support my friends sometimes we go on the trips. So all adds up, of course. Total for the miscellaneous stuff is 28,000 on average, I believe so. So that's 580 bucks per month. And once again, the grand total for us and Jake, the grand total of living here per month is 1,802 US dollars. If we're not doing vlogging, stuff like that, just, you know, living basic life, $932.
So just like times 2.
And times, you know, divided by 2, that's what, 450 bucks per month in paradise. I mean, that's crazy cheap to me. So for 2 person, 932, but with my work, 1,802. So about almost, yeah, 900 bucks per person a month. So everybody comment down below to tell Sheldon to start blogging, help out a little bit with the cost, okay?
Hey, we are.
Yeah.
I get a bit shy to. I know, guys, you've been searching for me, like, where's the vlog of Shirley? I know. There's a moment of me that I don't know what to do and where to go, because though I have someone here always guiding me and pushing me to do a vlog, soon. Peace.
Alright guys, see you guys in the next one.
Peace out.
Oh, by the way, comment below your current price of living if you're in the Philippines or in the States or Europe or whatever. I'm always curious to know all these people's prices depending on their location. So, see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.